Welcome one and all to Barry's Xcom Let's Play. I have taken over that pitiful Tony's last mission. It was a disgrace. And I'm going to show you how real Xcom is played. I'm going to salvage this game from the barrels and the depths of hell itself. And this is how we're going to do it. First of all, basically all of your soldiers are dead or wounded. Look at them. They're all pathetic, primitive. Such a species. Just disturbs me, your weakness. Regardless, we'll continue on and see if we can salvage this mess which your absolute disgrace of a commentator has put you in. You've been autopsying on berserkers? Admirable. Probing is quite a good thing to do, especially on these specific creatures that you're finding. I'm not going to give you any information. Weren't you waiting there, trying to get some information from me? I'm not even going to give you their names. We call them Bob. Anyway, let's continue forward, and we're going to create the heavy lasers here. Heavy plasmas. Hopefully that they will be able to melt your own hands rather than my own race. That would be the most ideal thing. So let's continue forward here. Hopefully your race won't make a complete fool of themselves in the future like they did in the last mission. Now we need to create the hyperwave relay. It's quite funny really how that you created the whole system in XCOM of making all these fantastic machines all built of, I don't know, my own technologies. Yes, how about creating something original for once? You know? You're not all cover artists. Come on, right, we'll make this. Your primitive and stupid little underground base here. It's like, why would you have made a base down here? Surely, like, you could have created a base that was already made. Is this the first base that you have made? I've been spending far too much time on your primitive planet's land, learning primitive bad habits. The sooner we assimilate all of you, the better. Now the one good thing that Tony had done before I had removed him from this preposterous Let's Play was hire new recruits. They 7 have arrived. We'll send your Sky Ranger in. We have 2 men, or do you have a few or more of your more experienced but pathetic soldiers still on hand? Let's have a look. Remove all of these new peoples. We have 3 soldiers that you have there before. One that apparently is smoking. He must have just got out of the shower. And the rest are all injured or undergoing silent testing. So we're going to have to take all new guys that don't have names. I'm going to show you how you pull a real mission out of the hat, okay? So we should still have all the armor from before, from all your fallen comrades. Arm these guys with as much as they need. I thought maybe giving them a Grim Reaper may have been better, but alas, I must play by your rules. Got an arc thrower here. Don't know why you call it an arc thrower. It doesn't make an arc. That's a bit stupid. I've got Ben here with a mohawk. Looks a bit stupid. Outfit the rest of these guys. Hopefully we won't get them brutally murdered. Although, if they do get brutally murdered, I don't really care that much. It's only your primitive race. Doesn't matter to me. Plus, someone with a face like that deserves to die. Okay, I might not have enough armor, so I might have to go and purchase some armor. Seriously, what was the guy doing beforehand who was doing this? Did he actually know what he was doing? I'm starting to think he didn't. We'll make one more bit of Titan armor. There we are. See, I know how to keep my men alive. That's why we're winning this war and you aren't. That and the fact that we're superiorly more intelligent than you are. And yes, look it up, superiorly is a word. Now this looks like a team that can survive, okay? And who knows, I might even capture some of my own species to give back to you. I'm far too kind. Now, I will guarantee if these soldiers do what they're told, when I tell them to do it, how I tell them to do it, and perform a few anal probes on the way, we shall achieve this mission, and we shall rescue this Let's Play from the barrels of the nothingness of which I can't even think of words of how horrible that last mission was. I will blame every single one of you. That commentator is not here anymore. You cannot rely on his stupid decisions. It is all on you. Let's continue. We will win this mission. And if we do not, I'll get to watch some humans die, so that's always fun.
Our AO is within the continental United States. Reports indicate the UFOs set down in a sparsely populated area. We need to stay sharp and eliminate the invaders.
I've been watching lots of primitive TV shows on your planet recently. I'm picking up a few bad habits. Saying things that don't seem right. I feel my IQ dripping on a daily basis. Once we eradicate this country, then eradicate other parts of your futile planet, I can start appearing on Alien Jeopardy again.
With extreme caution. Current enemy status at the site is unknown.
So most of your high-ranking soldiers are dead, thanks to that utter moron of a commentator that you had last time. I will show you how to achieve a mission of the highest caliber. It makes me wonder what I would do in this situation. I'd probably be caught with my pants down. I would probably be anal probing right now. Okay, let's think about this the way a human would. Run in there and die. Yes, let's do that. No, wait. Try and prove a point here. That would be, that would not be good. Let us continue forward. Notice how I'm expertly placing each of these soldiers in their prime locations. Their potential isn't much, but in my hands, they will be like gods to your species, however primitive they are. Now, by the looks of this is a large barge vessel that we use to drop munitions, food, anal probing magazines like Anal Probing Weekly, and Anal Probing Monthly, and Probomania. Among other things, of course, like, I don't know, ammo and tanks and alien species to come and ravage your planet's natural resources. It must be tough to fight in this battle as a Homo sapien, because if there is much chance that you can even win a battle, then there's no chance you're going to win a war, you know? It must be quite tough, you know? I'm trying to be sympathetic to you guys, you know? You're basically hamsters in a cage here. Except that we will eat you once we're finished defeating you. Does your race eat the hamsters? If so, that's sick. Humans are a delicacy. Everyone knows that. Just look at the beautiful architecture on this ship. None of you could even hope to comprehend the thought and the magnitude that went into the creation of such a glorious design. Look how we flank you! Ha ha ha! Ah, alas, that was a good shot. Now, all of our men are flanked, and I will show you appropriately how to deal with such an occasion. Rebecca will go in and take good cover. She will then shoot at the enemy precisely. Now, shoot that enemy. See? Under my tutelage, you will achieve great things. It is unfortunate that after this particular mission, I will not give you any more tutelage. This man, Eric Berg, must be very glad that his first name isn't Ham. There's only one of the glorious mutons left, and he shall be eradicated soon. A shame, really. He far surpasses your chances of success. Now, finish him! Under my command, this unit is like a coiled viper ready to strike on command. A well-oiled machine. It's almost like the Jeremy Kyle show. No matter how many hideous monsters we may throw at you, he just keeps on coming. First wave of glorious enemies dispatched. Really, a human should have died there just for, entertainment purposes, but okay. I'll give the human fans what they want, I guess, before they are wiped out. No one can say that Barry the Alien isn't merciful. Let's send this man in, knowing that full well he could die. That's a shame. That's quite a loud noise. Okay. A glorious cyber disc and mutons. I did not lure these humans into a trap. Honestly, I didn't. Now, 5 enemies. You may think that this is impossible. But however, it is not. It is all a matter of precise and delicate maneuvers. First of all, we have a heavy on this team, do we not? It therefore has a rocket launcher. Rocket launchers makes things go boom. Now, I know this is a lot of information, so you may want to start writing this down, okay? Did you honestly miss that rocket? I think all respect that I had, if I had any for your pitiful species, has just gone out of the door. Please do not miss this grenade. Congratulations! You managed to throw something in the precise direction of which I told you to throw it. Your species never ceases to amaze me. Now, this may be too much for your primitive species to deal with. Especially when you decide to fire high up into the distance, nowhere near your target. There is really not much I can do to help you. Let us survey the damage ground. I call it the damage ground because you're going to receive a lot of damage on the ground of which these people are standing. We have enemies here, enemies here. 3 mutons. They will likely kill all of your men. Then you have a cyber disc who will clearly kill all of your men. So what do you do? That's a good question. I think that maybe you should give up the defense of your planet and maybe hand it in to me. Just a quick question, you know. Maybe that's a way that you can go about it. Just name me your almighty ruler, and you know, then maybe you won't have too much of a problem, you know. Just a suggestion. Well, there'll be one less alien not to join in on the feasting, I imagine. Well, you're in a very flankable position there, but you are under effects of this magic haze. I don't know if you've just activated a marijuana plant or something, I don't know, but... With the accuracy of how you're using explosives, I was expecting you to throw it over the barge. That in itself would have been quite a feat. Seems like your bad tactics have been rubbing off on your enemy. Is that really how you've been attempting to beat us all this time? Shows how horrible you are in armed combat, so that we will become just as bad? It's certainly outside of the box. Maybe I didn't dig yourself out of this mess yet. Maybe not. Glorious cyberdisk has been downed. What a wonderful piece of machinery. Tell me, what else have you created as a race? Toasters? What fantastic commanding of a team. It was a sure death, but my great tactics, team talks, and talk of anal probing got us through that particular issue. Had that been the commentator that was here before, well, it would have been a catastrophe of such bad disasters you would have had to check your own anuses at home. No colour. Doesn't matter. We've eradicated all of the glorious aliens that are around here. And little do they know, the battle has only just begun.
I think I heard something. It's killing time.
The necessary albeit boring round of reloading and seeing if everyone's okay. Hamburger is just looking around the vicinity.
Reloaded.
Oh, he has his own medikit. Very well. I often forget what's in one's pocket sometimes. You know, the odd doomsday device and mind of a child. I feel a bit sick, to be fair. I ate some of your cuisine noodles. They look like intestines of a rat, and I thought they might be tasty, but oh dear. What did you put in those things?
Quiet. Did you hear something?
Okay. I'm deciding that it is best as a group to advance in the same area to minimize the chance of being singled out and killed. Because apparently for humans dying is a bad thing, which I never really understood, but I'll take your word for it on this one. You can go ahead also in the comments and just, type thank you for salvaging this Let's Play. Only a being with a mind as brilliant as this can bring this Let's Play from the depths of nothingness back to where it once was. Just take a moment to admire the scenery also, This architecture is greatest. Your greatest minds could not conceive a room of the technology here, let alone an entire ship. Your most famous ship sunk. Yeah, what do you think about that, huh? That's the one you want to sell to the rest of the races that come here? You also had two weirdos having sex inside of a cab. It wasn't exactly great, was it? Now we shall burst through this door like a baby bursting through a uterus. Is that too vivid for you? Come on. It's only a child being born. You can't think that's sick. You take that back!
This is most likely how they keep their latest test subjects alive.
We're not going to tell you that. It's actually a hot tub. Been there many times myself. It's fantastic. Some of the higher grade military ships have these. A bit of R&R after slaughtering hundreds of humans. Which in itself is a bit of R&R, really. I'm quite surprised not to see any of my brethren in this particular area. It seems like an area really to relax, get a hydro shower, clean one's tentacles. You know, get the smell of human fear and excrement out of one's hands. Oh, these guys are just catching up. Nice of them to join the party. Oh, looks like we've just broken up their hot tub party. They're going to be mightily unhappy with this. They're going to be very angry. I would be if I had interrupted. And it seems that the idea of a hot tub has rendered all your soldiers unable to hit their target. And if they do hit their target, it's literally just enough to damage them by one hit. How do you miss from there? Are you that primitive? Tell me, do the monkeys do all the work on your planet and you just come around and play hero when you like to? I do not understand how you have brain surgeons when you cannot shoot what is in front of you. Your planet actually baffles me. How can you miss from there twice? If that's the case, then you truly deserve to be assimilated. I do not understand. Yes, you deserve to be assimilated. Every single one of you. You're kind of asking for it at this point, to be fair. I know I want your race to be assimilated, I want them to be destroyed, but this is a little bit too much. Fine. We'll finish off this glorious monstrosity. Although you all deserve to die horribly and painfully. Just like that character is. Sanchez, we never knew you, we do not care. Who's panicking? Ferguson? It's not the 93rd minute at the Etihad, calm down. Okay, so we have a lot of the, what you humans would call pussies freaking out. They're sending someone with perennial balls and with no ammo. Useful. I forgot that you expended almost all of your ammo shooting something that you could have killed easily. Honestly. 80% and you still miss. Your entire race should be assimilated. Do you not think that maybe your inner goings and your beings inside and whatever you call your insides could be better used to creating a better race of beings, i.e. my race? We could actually make like dogs, pets, for our children. We could do like something actually good with the the parts of your body that you're not using, which for many of you are your genitalia. So the mission continues onward. There isn't actually much more of this barge to carry on through. I wouldn't be surprised to see if you all die afterwards. Do you remember what happened in the last episode? I think all of you were dead by now. With more established soldiers, I might add. Remember, when you're thinking of something to describe yourself to any other species that comes towards you, think of the 3 Ps. Primitive, pathetic, and I forgot the last one because your planet has degraded my mind. I know it has something to do with Tiv and Prim. Primitive, of course! It must be. Watching too much Britain's Got Talent really tends to degrade one's brilliant mind. Now, if you're willing to know what's running through my brilliant mind as it is at the moment, I am thinking about who is most likely to die in the next stage of this mission. I think it's probably going to be Hamburg. Because who in their own right mind names their person Hamburger, but who knows, it could be any one of your primitive species. Let's just see what lies beyond the door.
I've seen enough. I don't think there's any question now. The goal of this alien research is to the detriment of all mankind.
Of course it is. Why would you think we would be performing anal probes on your kind? It's not to find out what they ate for dinner. I clearly do not understand the percentages of attack in this game. We must be careful for this group's psychic abilities, because they are powerful. And they could lead to the downfall of this team, of which I have given greatness to. It's quite possibly that this girl here can have her mind melted. Or controlled, as the case may be. Okay, I just wanted to see one of your guys get killed, so, yes, I didn't misclick. No matter, it's only a human that died. I would panic if I saw something of a far greater intelligence and superior abilities in combat and chess and alien jeopardy. Now, here comes the hard choice whether I decide to make one last push for brilliance and kill that enemy outright. I think I will.
Excellent work.
The mission is complete. With 3 rookies, and I decided just to kill off one of your people at the end as prize for my brilliant tactical genius. We have defeated 15 aliens. Your previous commentator couldn't defeat a paper bag. I have salvaged this Let's Play with my phenomenal gameplay. And you have 2 new people ready to be named if need be, as I know you want to be linked somehow to this particular series of videos. Now listen, I have saved you once, but I may save you again. Leave in the comments if you'd like to see another Barry episode, and I will keep that pitiful commentator in the bowels and recesses in a hidden location that you will never quite know. For now, like this pitiful channel's video, subscribe to the same pitiful channel, and keep your primitive minds clean. For now, Barry has spoken.